Black Op Radio presents 50 Reasons for 50 Years. Why the Warren Commission may be the greatest fraud perpetrated on the American public. Now your host, Len Osanek.
In this week's episode, author John Armstrong examines the records and evidence regarding Lee Oswald that the Warren Commission had to cover up. The question remains, was he impersonated or were there two Oswalds?
My name is John Armstrong, and I'm the author of the book Harvey and Lee. There are many mysteries surrounding the life of Lee Harvey Oswald, the alleged assassin. How does a high school dropout teach himself Russian, a very difficult language? How does a defector who pledged to reveal secrets while in Russia return to the United States under such little suspicion? Why do his activities coincide with intelligence activities so frequently? Personal recollections combined with paper trails have shown Oswald repeatedly in two separate locations at the same time. In 1953, Oswald is simultaneously in New York City and North Dakota. In 1954, at the same time, he is in New Orleans and Fort Worth. In 1957 and 1958, he's working at a dental laboratory in New Orleans while also serving with the Marines in Japan. J. Edgar Hoover knew of the two Oswalds long before the assassination. Memos referring to two Oswalds crossed his desk in 1960 and again in 1961. These memos note that Oswald was both in Russia and working with Cuban exiles in Louisiana and Florida. In the aftermath of the assassination, the FBI gathered school and employment records related to both Oswalds. A Warren Commission memorandum in April 1964 discussed a need to sanitize conflicting information. Specifically, the memo reads, "There are details which will require material alteration and in some cases omission. Anomalies with some of Oswald's employment records and school records appear to be the result of alteration or forgery by the FBI. Other records have disappeared entirely."
In the immediate aftermath of the assassination, the FBI seized employment and school records from locations such as Pfister Dental Laboratories in New Orleans and Stripling High School in Fort Worth, Texas, while denying there was any reason to do so. In 1964, Warren Commission member Richard Russell conducted a private investigation into several aspects of the case. Army intelligence officer Philip Corso, using contacts within the government, reported to Russell that there were indeed two different men using Oswald's passport, and this was connected to a false defector program.
Stay tuned for the next installment as we expose week after week 50 lies the Warren Commission would like you to believe.